Let's get the show on the road. Sorry for being a little late tonight, everybody. Mobius Y here. Time of recording this Friday, January 14th. We did it! We got to the weekend. Feels good. Those of you watching this in the future on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy the video, do give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below how you think this particular playthrough is going. Our one system challenge. This will be chapter 8 of 10. So at the end of next week, we should be done this particular playthrough and starting a new one the following week. If you'd like to stay up to date on my Stellaris Console Edition content or just my content in general, including my other live streams, click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. There's also links in the description below that I'd like you to check out. You'll find one for the official Stellaris Discord where you can become part of the greater Stellaris community. And then you'll also find ones for my personal stuff, such as my Twitch channel, which I streamed this off of, my Twitter feed, where you can give me a follow to stay up to date on important announcements, and last but not least, a link to my own personal Discord for fans of my content to freely join. Alright, with that being said, let me just settle down in my gamer chair. Quote unquote. I did air quotes. You can't see it, but I did air quotes. It's a nice big recliner, not made out of plastic or anything, but it's actually like it's made out of wool and stuff. It's really comfy. I've had it for many years. All right, let's sit down. Okay, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we were watching the housing and we were watching the housing and employment situation on our colonies just completely explode. Orsic Fireforge, what's up, buddy? Thanks for coming by tonight. Hope you had a good week, man. Nice way to close it off, I hope. Watching one of my streams. Glad to have you here. All right. Damn. What am I going to do here? We have one unemployed pop with 3 housing available. Started my new Mass Effect playthrough. Glad to hear it, Emperor Badger. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Wow. He's got the Rona. Put him on quarantine. He's got to stay home for 5, 6, 10, 12, 11, 7 days. Fuck, I wish. I'd stream every day if that was the case. Which girl should I romance? Tally. Like, is that even a question? Come on. What kind of question is that? Iron Death, what's up, buddy? Good to see you again. Thanks for coming by again. Okay, Molar, we have 3 unemployed pops and we're down 3 housing. Is there any construction going on? No. Okay. -3 housing and -3 employed pops. So we're just going to move these guys to our Ecumenopolis. This is 1. You got to do the right thing and be celibate in Mass Effect 1 so that you can save yourself for Tally in Mass Effect 2. Like, come on, man. What kind of question is this? Come on! You know me. Love my Saturday afternoon with Mobius Y. Saturday. Oh, yeah. You're in Australia, right? So, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. And I can't romance Tally again for the whole playthrough. Why not? Okay, in all seriousness, no. Why the fuck can't I... Come on now. I'm trying to fix our frickin' unemployment problem and housing problem on some of our colonies here. Throwing them all into EQ should improve our alloys production. I love how we bumped... Like, I guessed that in the last stream. I was like, oh, we're only getting about 400 alloys per month. I figure we're going to bump that up to, like, at least 700 by the end of the stream. And sure as shit. I already did Tally. Neomatic, what's up, buddy? Happy Friday to you, too, man. It's going to be a nice way to end the week. Okay, we have 1 unemployed pop here. What the hell can I build for this dude person? I can't replace a housing building. This creates an administrator job. I don't want to get rid of that. Damn. Seriously, damn, I don't know what to do about this guy. I'd like to make you, like, We're not negative on housing. I'm just staring at this going, well, what the fuck can I do to get this person employed? I could take out the enforcer, but that's 2 pops. Take out the enforcer, upgrade one of these buildings. That will give us 3 metallurgist jobs. What do I do at that point? How do I... Oh, you know what? I could probably remove an entertainer. I think I can do that. Alright, let's go ahead and upgrade one of these then. Mr. Simsaru, what's up? I remember you from WOT Xbox years ago. Yeah, been a long-ass time since I played that, man. I'm pretty sure the last time I played was like near the end of 2018, which was right about the time that I started. It was. I'll put it this way: it was not long. It was a very short time span after I stopped playing World of Tanks that I first heard that about Stellaris coming to the consoles, and I saw like a couple trailers and stuff like that, and I was like, you know what? This looks really fucking interesting. I should look into this a little bit more. We can do one more city district here. Okay. Let's get our Hollow Theaters. How's it going, everybody? Glad to be back. What's up, Big John? I noticed you joined the Discord. Thank you very much. Emperor Badger or Jack? Yeah, I gotta admit, I have not done a full playthrough where I shack up with Jack. I know. Heaven forbid I actually, like, play the game or something, eh? Okay, we're running into housing problems on Reactor Station. I think what I'm going to do is I will simply do a luxury housing for now. Luxury residence, excuse me. And then we'll do an alloy nano plant to get these 3 pops working. And then we'll upgrade our luxury residence to another Paradise Dome. And that should give us... let me calculate here. A luxury residence will give us... It'll give us 4 housing. A Paradise Dome will give us 7 housing. So we'll be at our current population, we'll have 6 housing remaining. Shit. How am I going to provide another 3 jobs? I don't know. I don't know. I could get rid of the robot assembly plant and replace it with like an alloy plant or something like that. Curious. Oh wait, I already romanced Ash because it just kind of happens. I guess I'll do Liara this time. That's fair. By the way, speaking of the Discord, I know I mentioned Big John joining the Discord, but I always mention, hey, join the Discord. It'd be awesome to have you there. We are actually really, really close to 200 members in the Discord. I know, like, super duper small time, but you know, whatever. So yeah, I don't really think we'll do anything super special, but it would be pretty sick to hit that 200 members. We've been really close numerous times, and then, like, you know, 5 or 6 people just like leave, and then we're back down to like 185 or something like that, and it's like, ah, shit. we were almost there. Okay, so I took out an enforcer. What was I gonna do here? We have -1 housing, so I think I was going to do a luxury. Oh, no. You know what? I was just going to do some kind of a refinery. All right, let's see what we need for strategic resources. We could use another chemical plant. We always could use another chemical plant. So let's do that, and then I will rename this, give it an asterisk at the beginning so that I know, hey, if there's any more unemployment and stuff here, unemployment and housing problems, resettle that sumbitch, because we full. Alright, come on, let me... For some reason, I'm hitting right trigger, but it's not bringing the drop down to resettle somebody to another planet. Pain in the patootie. I'm in the Discord, by the way. I know you are, Badger. I appreciate that. Okay, so we are actually in a subjugation war against the Kraxroz Enlightened Kingdom. I was worried that it wasn't... I knew that they were the Kraxroz, but I forgot what their empire was called when I was making the Discord, the YouTube community post today saying, I'll be live at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, blah, 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 as I always do. I forgot what the hell the name of their empire was, so I just put Kraxroz, because I completely forgot. Let's see. Scotland is... dang it. Come on now. Here we go. We got our full contingent of miners on Scotland. We're going to do a planetary capital. Now let's also throw down a research labs. New Mystic Shrine gives us priests and merchants. Huh. Can never have too many moats. Yep, I'm going to do a renegade ship. Think I'll doink Jack. Renegade ship, best ship. There's no other way to play. Okay, so we have... we had invaders. We got this military fleet. They're flying over here to Iflagua to, you know, cut off escape in that direction. We've got these guys here in Ugarasti. Ugarasti, yes. So we beat the shit. We finally beat the shit out of their fleet. Like, it was a decent sized fleet, like 50,000 fleet power, if I recall correctly. Finally caught it, beat the shit out of it. So now we're just going to fly around and recapture the territories that we lost, thanks to these dinglings being, you know, fairly clever. The Swift Star Hunters I want to put right in the Homam system to kind of defend our territory and stop them from coming in from that area. Okay, they're already doing that, so that's good. What's this? We have a fleet here. Malevolent Star Hunters and Phoenix Star Hunters. What are they doing? Oh, they're merging. All right, that's fine. Just don't be too eager with her. I only like Renegade Ship because the Spectre stuff. Yeah, exactly. Like when you're interrogating that one guy with Thane. I don't have to explain myself to you. Spectres are above the law. That kind of crap. Alright, so they have 51% war exhaustion now because we have absolutely creamed them at every turn in fleet battles. And yeah, it's working great. So we're banning the organic slave trade, it seems. Okay, so it looks like... Alright, it looks like if the top three, the three of us on the Galactic Council, if the three of us were voting to pass something, it would pass. We have more diplomatic weight than the rest of the galactic community combined. That's good. It's a start. We've got a significant leap ahead of everybody else. I just noticed almost 20,000. So yeah, there's some proposals that I'm definitely going to veto. This Comfort the Fallen, fuck that. I do not want that. I mean, like, it's decent. It just reduces your diplomatic weight from tech. That's the real big negative. And the spiritualist ethics attraction doesn't matter. But I don't need additional unity from jobs. And the 10% less unhappiness from unemployed pops isn't actually all that bad. Repeal Charter of Workers' Rights. Huh. Repeal minor economic sanctions. Let's oppose that. Natural sanctuaries, even more diplomatic weight from economy reduced, which I don't like. We're going to oppose that, definitely. Focus, the Grey Tempest. Let's... fuck it, let's support it. And repeal minor admin sanctions. Let's oppose that. And 5-year plans. Basic subsistence living standard banned. And 40% diplomatic weight from pops. Blah, 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 blah. We could go ahead and support that. What else? I think that's it. Okay, there's a resolution that I wanted to try. Now I can't remember what the fuck it was. Let me see here. Military Readiness Act, I think. Let's go ahead and propose this. Oh, you know what? Now I remember what we were going to do, or what I was thinking. I thought about this at work. You're only thinking of yourself. Think of the galactic community. Well, yeah. I only ever think of myself. I never think about the galactic community. Why the hell would I do that? They could take care of themselves. How many minerals are we getting per month? I'm going to have to set up an automatic trade. 1,900, okay. Let's go set up an automatic trade where we sell... we'll sell like 1,000. That should be more than enough. Oops, that's way too much. Oopsie. There we go. Let's make it like 1,200. Right there. Okay, 1,200 per month. Should give us a couple hundred more energy credits per month, because we are bleeding those. This might be a stupid question. What is meant by wide and tall empires? Just give me a sec here, Iron Death. I will try to cover that as best as I can in a moment. What the hell am I going to put on unlimited power? You know what? You know what? I am going to turn unlimited power into an energy producing world out of both technicians and like trade value producing pops. So I'm going to throw down a new mystic shrine. I'm going to restrict the priest job so that we get merchants. And
striking hostile station.
You can lock out her romance if you go quick to the bed. Oh yeah, that's correct. If you take up Jack on her first offer, it's like what's her face says. The yeoman, Kelly Chambers. It's like she says. She approaches. Jack approaches sex casually. So if you sleep with her on the first go, that's it. You ruined your chances, and she does not respect you. So it's like, what's a relationship? Okay, so the difference between a tall and a wide empire, Iron Death, is that it has less meaning these days because of the admin cap mechanics, because even a wide empire can deal with that. But the basic premise is that a tall empire is one that focuses a lot more on internal growth, where you have not a lot of territory and maybe not a lot of colonies as well, but those colonies can be very productive, and you're trying to maximize output of things like unity, so that you can get your traditions and ascension perks quickly, and more importantly technology, so that you can tech up, you can be a little bit ahead of everybody else in technology. That's largely what playing tall kind of goes around. You don't have to worry too much about increasing admin cap, because your sprawl will not be as high, simply because you have less territory, you have less colonies that you control, and you're maximizing your gains from what little space and whatnot that you have, and you're probably playing a lot more like kind of passive aggressive, not really going on like domination wars or anything like that. Maybe some defensive wars, or like liberation wars, or like uplifting primitives, things like that, trying to get some vassals peacefully, stuff like that, possibly using a little more positive diplomacy. Whereas playing wide is more, you're grabbing as much territory as you can to just be able to secure a lot of raw resources, a lot of habitable worlds that you're going to colonize, and they're going to be productive, and you're going to have a productive empire simply because you have so many sources, you have so many points that are generating resources for you. You might be going over empire sprawl regularly because you just have so much territory and so many colonies under your control and all that. Very likely going to war with your neighbors over territory, placing claims on their systems, and then taking the systems you want by force and not through diplomacy, things like that. It's a very vague differentiation these days, because what used to be the limiting factor back in the day, in the previous version, like right now we're on 2.8 roughly of Stellaris. Back last year, or sorry, not last year, in 2020, in the year 2020, when we were on version 2.2, we didn't have like admin buildings to create bureaucrat jobs. So if you were playing wide, you were far more likely to go over, to have your sprawl go over your admin cap. That was extremely common. If you're playing tall, you were largely like staying kind of underneath it a little bit. Keyword a little bit.
Research concluded.
So it was definitely much more impactful whether you were playing tall or wide, about almost 2 years ago. And then even before that,
damage.
In version 1.7, playing tall and playing wide again, had you like largely determine what kind of resources you were focusing on. If you were playing tall, you weren't getting very many colonies because having more colonies and having more pops was increasing the cost of new technologies and new traditions and stuff like that. So playing wide would literally make it take you longer to tech up if you were not building enough, you know, research labs and stuff to compensate for that. So it's completed construction of the Interstellar Assembly site in the Matrix system. All right, cool. It has a lot less meaning these days than it used to, but the dev team for Stellaris is planning on reworking, or more accurately removing, the admin cap system in a future version of Stellaris, and they're probably going to implement that on the PC version this year. So we'll likely see that on consoles probably sometime next year, would be my guess, if history has been a good indication of how long it takes before the changes and stuff is brought to Console Edition. Gateway constructed in the Dorelian system. That will help with moving around a lot. What about the gateway in Homam? Oh yeah, we didn't finish that because we were being attacked, right? Let's get our construction ship. I'm way behind in chat. Just give me a sec here. I'm trying to get caught up with stuff. Hey, Freary, are you building a gateway here? No orders. Oh, here we go. Gateway construction site. It's still building. Okay, that's why. Let's get this construction ship out of there. Move you to the Belvaris Maelstrom. Okay. Oh, I'm definitely getting my Spectre shotgun back, he says. You can lock out a romance. Okay. And King Baru, what's up, buddy? Thanks for coming by again tonight. Unity is getting a major rework in the next PC update. Yes, that too. Apparently, it will make tall builds more viable. So yeah, it'll be doing that too. How's the game going? Oh, it's going just fine, buddy. Playing tall versus wide is a term that I think what originated from like Civilization. If you've ever played Civilization, if you were playing tall, you were focusing on like the internal development and stuff like that of your cities. And why the fuck am I low on amenities here? Weird. Really weird. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to open up some clerk jobs. Anyways. I missed the Spectre gear in the other games. Well, I mean, they completely revamped how equipment worked in the second game, so yeah. It's not the same, like, you don't get it back. You still get some kick-ass weapons and whatnot, but really, you don't necessarily get the Spectre gear, but you get stuff that's good enough in the other games that, you know, I wager they would be like Spectre gear if that was a thing. Okay, the priests, I'm a little, I kind of don't really want the priests, but they're producing, like, they're giving us a decent amount of amenities. I can almost do without entertainers. Almost. Well, you know what? I think I can right now, because they're producing 24 amenities, so I can replace the hyper entertainment forums with what's another job? Is there another job that produces trade value besides clerks? I don't think so. Let's see, Galactic Stock Exchange. That's right. This will give us some merchant jobs as well, and give us more trade value from our jobs on this planet. So we'll want one of those. Okay, resource silos, that gives us clerks. Don't really care for that. Research labs, precinct houses gives us more enforcers. Planetary shield generator, orbital bombardment damage minus 50%. Mineral purification plants. Oh, you know what? We're probably not going to have the housing for all that. I was going to build refiners. That's right. That's right. I'm a dummy. Okay. Well, I think we'll still do a Galactic Stock Exchange at some point. But for now, let's go ahead. Strategic resources. How are we? I'll need another chemical plant still? Okay, that's fine. Let's replace this with a chemical plant. Leave it at that. All right, that should work. It was better in 1. Yeah, well, that's because 1 was a much more like RPG, and from 2 onwards they became action RPGs. You have to remember that. Okay, so we took out that outpost. We took out... Ooh, there was 1 lone cruiser that got absolutely obliterated. I love it. Okay, so now let's just have this fleet move into here, take out that station, and then we'll move these guys back to the Homam system. Actually, we can tell these guys to move to Homam as well. We'll have all of our fleets regroup in Homam before we go back on the offensive, because I just want to make sure that we have everybody is reinforced. 1 fleet needs to be reinforced with 7 ships. Why does that... I'm a little skeptical of that actually being the case. The other thing we can do is we could move a fleet down here to Caravan and just like let them sit there and they protect this area. So we'll have 1 fleet protecting our territory, 1 fleet protecting the territory over here that we stole, and then our 3rd fleet can just go on the offensive, start cruising through their territory and blasting them. Alright, let's move our transports. Spider-Man army. Off you go. I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye, I'm late. What's up, Ancient Gamer? It's alright, buddy. I started the stream late tonight, so you weren't the only one. All good. Okay, let's go... see, why is that not working? Surely my right trigger is working. I think the thing is just bugged right now for some reason. Okay, I'm pretty sure the station needs... Oh, that's right. You were also going to have a refinery of some sort. Let's go ahead and do an exotic gas refinery, and then we'll resettle 1 pop to EQ. God damn it, why isn't that working? It'll probably fix it if I just like quit and reloaded the game, but I don't want to do that. Nobody wants to see loading screens for 3 minutes, right? Alright, we are at -1 housing somehow. What are we doing? We have 32 amenities. Really? Who is working as entertainers? Okay. You do have the charismatic trait. Producing 24 amenities, but I could change that. I could get rid of this hollow theaters and change it to a housing building. We conquering more territory? Well, we're trying to turn these guys into a tributary. We're not conquering them. Let's go ahead and change this to a luxury residence. Get a little bit more housing here. That feels really weird. Like, why do I have negative housing when I still have a job available? Huh, whatever. Okay, anyways. So, let's upgrade this to a civilian fabricator. See, this first star flock is starting to irritate the shit out of me already. Pissing me off. So yeah, let's go to the war overview. Our war goal is to make them a tributary. They really don't want to do that. Their war goal is to humiliate us. It will, if we lose this war or if we surrender, our influence gain and pop happiness is injured for 10 years. I'm just trying to make these guys a tributary. I can protect them, but they got to pay me. That's all it comes down to. Let's see, they got a fleet building up over there, but it's not terribly huge, so... yeah. Where are these guys going? Teesru Citizen State Fleet 21, hey? Where, are you moving anywhere? Nope. Doesn't look like it. What about these guys? Mot Ok Obeter. What a great name. These guys are moving. Ooh, I wonder if these guys are flying to the Afriri system because they're like, oh, we found a weak point. I kind of hope that they are, because they're in for a nasty surprise. I'll keep a fleet in the Homam system. Oh wait, I don't have a... damn, I don't have a gateway here yet. Right. I can keep them here in the Homam system. I'll just keep tabs on that. If I see them, like, in Lothandra or Uxfriri, I think that'll be far enough where I can get my guy to fly to Meritrix and then jump to Afriri with the gateways. And they will have relocated super fast to defend that area. Okay, goddamn first star flock, starting to piss me off. It's been half an hour already. I'm sorry. I'm doing too much talking. I should do more playing. Right? What do we got here? These guys, I believe, are fully... You're still going to the Homam system. Okay. Who needs reinforcing? Like, seriously. Let's take a look-see here. Former cult flagship Crow Crash Star Hunters? Huh. Man, it is so laggy opening up this system. Just because it's so much crap in here, you know? Okay, so who's short a cruiser? This is the frigate, and this must be the... That must be the cultist battleship. I hope it is. Where are you? There it is. Okay, so it is the former cult flagship. Alright. So I don't need to worry about those. Those are fine. Vassal / tributary greater than conquest. I mean, it's an easier way to get more resources, and you don't have to, like, develop that territory to get resources. Easiest way to conquer the galaxy is to subjugate them and integrate. Yeah. Pretty much. I'm losing consumer goods. Really? Okay. How? But alright. Let's go ahead and sell a bunch of these. I should probably start terraforming a couple of these tomb worlds. They're not terribly amenable to our main species, hey? That could be a part of the reason why amenities are a problem on a couple of these worlds. Racket and robot, alright. Let me take a quick peek here. Racket, robot, pissant, different kinds of pissant. Racket, pissant, and robot. Alright, which one was it? Planet status. We got a few pissant pops here mining. Yeah, with the pissant pops, their habitability is like fairly low, 38%. So terraforming this would be nice. Question is, what habitability is our pissants? I can't remember. What can we give them? Their habitat preference. Huh. It's very tempting to take World Shaper and terraform these into Gaia worlds. Like, it really is. Anyways, Ecumenopolis, problematic here because we have unemployed pops. So we're going to go ahead and do another Foundry Arcology. Let's go ahead and open up these entertainer jobs for now. And a clerk job, just for fun. Should be up on moats, but not by much. Okay. Alright, are all three of our fleets here in this system now? Yes, good. Okay, now we got our construction ship here. So let's queue up a gateway construction site in this system. Build megastructure. There we go. Gateway construction site. Bam. Our Matter Decompressor is going to finish fairly shortly here, which will be quite nice. How much longer for that? 1,000 days, so like 3 years. Synapse Interceptors. Okay, let's go ahead and grab Heat Recyclers. Where did those fleets go? Are these guys at war? Oh, okay. Let's take a look-see here. Teesru Citizen State. Currently at war with the Empire of Piss. Armathic Covenant. Okay, so that's why they were moving into this territory, because they're also at war with these guys. Can't we change the pissant preferences? Yes, we can. That will require some gene modding, but we can do that. Ban organic slave trade. Done. Okay, that's taken care of. Okay, so one other thing we were going to do. Let's go ahead and talk to... Sidran caretakers. All right. Wait, hang on. Let's go to the galactic community. Who has the most diplomatic weight? Armathic Covenant, Teesru Citizen State, and Mandasura Council. what we're going to do is we're going to give these guys free stuff. So the Aromatic Covenant, let's go ahead and offer a trade deal. Why don't we go ahead and give them like a couple thousand minerals. Okay, that is actually doing absolutely nothing, so never mind. Let's give them some alloys. A couple thousand alloys should do it, and we're going to try to buy favors. That might be more than I can afford. How many alloys would we have to give? Oh, shit, fucking all of them. Okay, not going to give you that many. Absolutely not. We'll give you 2,500 alloys for free. How's that? What else can we give you? Let's give you some Zro, hey? Do you like Zro? I mean, you kind of like Zro. What about dark matter? Oop, that's too far. How much dark matter do we have? There we go. And dark matter... 25. Terrible. Oh, shit! Oh, I didn't mean to remove all of them. Damn it. My bad. Let's redo that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then favors. Up the favors to 10. And you get 0. Because apparently you wanted it. 237. All right. Here you go. Okay, next was the Tizru Citizen State, which we're actually at war with. But we'll give them stuff. Can we trade with them? No, we can't. We must be at peace, of course. Duh. Okay, there's Mandasura Hive, on the other hand. Let's go ahead. And these guys are at war with the Kraxroz Enlightened Kingdom and the Tizru. Okay, so let's... I want you... give me some favors. Now, what can I give you? Communications? Active sensor link? Well, that's an easy way to reduce it. Here you go. Active sensor link for 30 years. Doesn't do much, but it's something. I'm going to spend 30 minutes getting money from that dock on the Citadel, yeah? Okay, how about some Zro? That lowered it by quite a lot. Ooh, monthly Zro. Dark matter. We could get rid. Oh, we could get rid of our automatic trade, and give them Zro every month. But that would kind of hurt our energy income. Like it really would. Huh. Can I give you consumer goods? Do you want some consumer goods? No, you don't. Not really. Okay, how about motes, exotic gases, or rare crystals? I have a few of each of those. We don't really want motes. We don't really want gases. And we probably don't really want crystals either. I could give you 100 of each, I guess. Alloys. Alloys are always like a go-to. That's a good thing to trade. They really are. Okay, so exotic gases and motes. Get 100 of those. Maybe not even 100. Oh, perfect. 90? Yep, 89 volatile motes. All right, so you get some monthly Zro for 30 years. So I'll have to get rid of the automatic trade for that, where we are selling it. So we'll lose a little bit of energy credits each month for that, but that's fine. And 100 of everything else. Get rid of all of our Zero, which is only 29, and then our 25 dark matter. Nothing too crazy. All right, let's go to the automatic trades. And which one? This one. Go away. Okay, next up, who was it? We can't trade with the Tizru. So who the hell are those guys with the funky star eye? Oh, the Vetricius Corporation. Okay, let's try and trade with them. They really don't like us. I don't care. Offer a trade deal. Give us favors. Oh, nope. They don't want to give... They really don't want to give us favors. All right, fine. No problem. Who's next? The Kraxroz. We're at war with them. After that is the Chinor Stellar Union. All right, we'll try that. Let me see here. Janor, Stellar Union. Hello. Okay, and offer a trade deal. Do you want to give me favors? You will give me favors. All right, I just gotta entice you somehow. Active sensor link. Yep. Wow, that worked even better than with the other dinglings. But why don't we just go ahead and give you some alloys, hey? Would you like some alloys to build some fleets and defend yourself? Oh, of course you would. Let's give you 5,000 alloys. Just to whet your appetite. There's more where that came from if you need it. What else? Maybe some motes, gases, and crystals, eh? Yeah, about 50 motes. And not even... How many gases can we give you? 20? Oh. 18. There we go. Perfect. So long as we have the trade acceptance at +1, then we're fine. They will accept it. Okay, so we got a 30-year active sensor link with these guys. 5,000 alloys. And maybe I should lower the amount of alloys, actually, because we're gonna lose all of our alloys. Let's drop it down to like 3,000. Do. 3. Oops. Okay, there we go. And yeah, let's give you more exotic gases instead. Oops, god damn it. Okay, and we'll add some rare crystals. Still not enough, hey? Let's up this to 60 for all of these. Uh-huh. Better. Better, getting really close. Maybe 65 of each? Just about. Maybe 70 of each. Okay. 68 rare crystals. Alright, this is better. This is better. I like this more. Okay, here we go. Confirm. Bam. See ya. Very good. Very nice. Alright, organic slave trade has been banned. These guys are still flying around and blowing up our star bases. I don't care. Alright, here we go. So, there we go. They approve. Gateway constructed in a Frere. Perfect. 10 favors and 10 favors. Oh, yes. Okay, very good. Man, there sure is a lot of fleets running through that territory right now. I don't like it.
Research concluded.
Our trade treaty with the Mandasur Hive has ended because we lack the Zro to maintain it. Really? I should be generating. Okay. Whatever. Weird. What did we get? Proclamation broadcasts 10. Very good. Let's go ahead and start doing cell revitalization. Increase our leader lifespan a little bit. Well, what else can we do? Mining station. You still have that weird housing problem for some reason. Oh, no, you don't. Why does it say you have a housing problem when you don't have a housing problem? You have unemployment. Big difference. Okay, so let's go ahead and upgrade this to a Paradise Dome, then do an Alloy Nano Plant. Need more rare crystal thingies. Okay, upgrade that to a fortress. And another stronghold. There you are. Okay, mining. What are we going to do here? Did you catch that fleet that was running around in the south portion of the territory? Yes, they got wiped out at the very end of the last stream, so they're taken care of. Let's see. Damn, we're low on amenities here for some crazy ass reason. Huh. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna do a synthetic crystal plant and upgrade this to a hyper entertainment farm. Food. Planetary admin, please. Come on. There we go. Thank you. Let's just add the clerk. Fuck it. I watched A-Specs videos on the new Unity changes. Apparently leaders and edicts will cost Unity, and Feudal System Civic might be more useful. Yeah, I watched that too just yesterday, as a matter of fact. It looks cool. It looks pretty cool. It would be nice to see Unity be far more useful than it is. I wonder how many rare crystals we're losing each month. I traded away all those alloys, and within a few months we're already back up to 5,000. Jesus. Love it. Alright, let's go ahead and get... Pretty sure everybody has... Okay. Devouring Star Hunters. You guys need some ships. So you guys will be the ones that stay put. Now, the Relentless Star Hunters are going to attack. And the Swift Star Hunters are going to zip over here and take back this territory that we took earlier. Actually, go to Upsouth first and then go there. Now, the transport ships are going to follow the Relentless Star Hunters, wherever those guys are. So follow this fleet, please. There you go. And I need the Relentless Star Hunters to make sure they are taking point. The Swift Star Hunters also can take point. Very good. Okay. Alright, that should work. So we'll send one fleet down in here to go back in here and take all these areas again. There might be a couple fleets in there too to deal with. So we can take care of that. And then we got another fleet that's just gonna start cruising into their territory and beating the shit out of them. Okay, in the meantime, Tesla Coil, Generator World, you are filled to the brim with technicians already. I kind of want to upgrade these research complexes, but we only have +3 gases right now. Do I have any chemical plants being constructed? No. Problematic. Okay, Molar, Generator Station, let's resettle you. I think what I'm going to have to do... Oh, damn it. I just resettled a ruler. Oops. Fuck. I think what I'm going to have to do is on the... Oh, hello. Show us your wares. In exchange for 2 pops, 200 rare crystals? Fuck off. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is on EQ, there's a bunch of building slots available. I will construct some refineries. We clearly need a few. We need some crystals. We need some motes. So we'll start with 2 chemical plants. Well, actually, we're negative on the crystals. So we'll start with a synthetic crystal plant. There you are. We'll start with that, and then we'll do a chemical plant. Actually, we'll do 2 of those. And an exotic gas refinery. There we go. Word. Alright. I'm pretty sure I had the end game year set to like 2300. We're probably not going to see it turn up this stream. Like maybe next stream. Alright, research. Cell revitalization. Cool. Let's do it again. Alright, what's the next resolution coming up? Natural sanctuaries. Even though I'm opposing the shit out of it. These fucking dinglings. Alright, so we took out that outpost easy peasy. Alright, now they will start flying. Ooh, we've got transports in Wenkwort. Not a fan. Alright, let's get our military fleets to zip over here to Epsilon Eridani. These guys are getting slapped around by the people that are they're in other wars with. It's kind of comical. They're Are you guys not flying back to wherever it is? That really bothers me how the transport fleet's warped first. Not a fan. Okay, military fleets, and then now you can fly up to here. I'd like to start building up another fleet. We do have the Interstellar Assembly that is under construction, of course. So I'll need alloys for that. Speaking of which, where did we start? Oh, here it is. Oh my god, like 200 days and that's done. Crazy. I forget how fast the Interstellar Assembly's sections can be finished. T's Ruse, citizen, state, fleet, blah, 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 blah. Are you ready to get fucked up? Fight me, pansy!
Hostile engagement protocols.
Bye-bye. Nice knowing you. Easy. Easy. GG, easy. Alright, next military fleet, you can go... Where do I want to send you?
Research concluded.
Where are their planets? Like, they're kind of all over the place. Let's just send them over here. Fuck it. Alright, research done. Heat recyclers, hey? Okay.
Hostiles making planetfall.
Oh, really? Okay. Psionic armies, hey? Alright, whatever. Gotta admit, I don't really care. Oh. Oh. We got a decent fleet battle going on here. Are you ready to get your ass whooped? Oh my god, did they even get a shot off? Wow. That was crazy. We probably lost like a couple corvettes. I don't think we lost anything else significant. God damn. 11 destroyers, 20 out of 29 corvettes, both cruisers destroyed, all 3 battleships destroyed, and we only lost 2 corvettes. That's awesome. Nice job. Love it. Love to see it. What can you offer us? Minus 1,000 food for 500... No, fuck off. You know what we haven't been doing? Is opening reliquaries. Buy some caravan coins. And open a reliquary. And we got nothing! Okay. This is my favorite part of the Megacorp DLC, is just this little fucking jab that they made at a certain company. The reliquary is empty. Bitter disappointment claws at your insides as you struggle to maintain your composure in the face of this chance humiliation. Did humidity levels suddenly rise, or are your ocular organs moistening on their own? Your vision blurs, but the emptiness of the reliquary still stands out in sharp relief. But as soon as an existential darkness threatens to devour you, it is swept away. What is this feeling? As you mull over the hard-earned caravan coins you spent, the visceral thrill of opening the reliquary, you are filled with an inexplicable sense of pride and accomplishment. I love that little jab. It's fucking hilarious. Oh, hello. Has leveraged their council powers to declare the resolution 5-year plans an emergency measure. Okay. That was sudden, but whatever. I now have an unemployed ruler here? Why?
Research concluded.
I think I'm going to replace this hyper entertainment form with a numistic shrine. Can I do that? Embassy complex. That would be nice too. Galactic stock exchange would also be good. Let's do a numistic shrine. I only have one housing available though. Shit. Okay. That is what we need in games. Surprise mechanics. Exactly. Exactly. And, I mean, to be fair, opening reliquaries is surprise mechanics. There is no way that chick stood in that little fucking hearing and said that and believed the crap she was spilling out, you know? I think... Let's see. I gotta compare. Okay. So, let's... I'm just doing a quick comparison here, for the sake of it. So, our two entertainers, they are producing a lot of amenities, and they're producing about 7 Unity for us. However, right now, the 7 Unity ain't really doing a hell of a lot for our Empire, and the 24 amenities is kind of overkill, because even if I get rid of those entertainers, we should have about +7 amenities on this habitat. So I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, okay, well, let's change those into merchants to try and eke out a little bit more from them. They will still produce a good amount of amenities. In fact, 2 merchants will produce a base of +12 amenities, but they'll also produce a base of 16 trade value, which will be 16 energy credits, which is useful for the whole empire. Okay, more useful than frickin' 7 Unity will be right now. So I'm just looking at this, and it's like, okay, so which would be better? Galactic Stock Exchange, which gives us 2 merchant jobs, but also increases trade value by 20%, or do we go with the Numistic Shrine, which gives us 2 merchant jobs, but also 2 priest jobs? And I'm thinking that, you know, if I just want to create the 2 merchant jobs and not fill in the priest jobs because we won't have the housing, it would be way better to just get a Galactic Stock Exchange. The problem with the Galactic Stock Exchange is that I do believe its upkeep is higher. 5 energy and 1 crystal per month, whereas the Numistic Shrine has practically no upkeep. The nice thing about that Galactic Stock Exchange, though, is that bonus to trade value. And it gives us just the 2 merchant jobs, whereas this will give us those priest jobs that I would have to lock out. So, I didn't even get the reference, but I knew the company. Yeah, exactly. It's from that same conversation where that representative was, like, in a courtroom. I think this was in the UK or some crap. And she, like... Those were the things she used. We do think it's ethical and that, you know, it's not gambling. We like to think of it as surprise mechanics. And it was the same person in the same hearing that said, you know, players get a good sense of pride and accomplishment from these fucking, I forget what they called them, from these surprise mechanics or whatever, you know. Yeah, we really need more synthetic crystal plants. Damn it. Okay. Why do I have an unemployed specialist here? Weird. But okay. I'm just gonna slap one of these down like right now. Oh, hello. Thanks for coming to play. Destroying ships is fun. The more we do this, the more we catch their ships out and can destroy them, the more war exhaustion they get, which is good. That means that it's just more and more likely that we will subjugate them as a tributary. If we can get that to 100% war exhaustion, we can force them to be like, look, you're a fucking tributary whether you like it or not. Too fucking bad. Okay. Gateway site ready in the HOMAM system, so let's go ahead and queue that up. Let me move the construction ship out of there. GTFO. And what else do we got? Okay, 6,000 energy. We can afford that. Definitely afford the alloys. Might be able to get it to 900 alloys a month this stream. That'd be pretty awesome. Okay, so the real question is, if I go into the galactic community and I try to push the resolution to change the council size to 2, the Armamathi Covenant will support that. And they have a lot of diplomatic weight. And I can call in favors from the three empires that that I got favors from. So let's add this to the proposal queue. I can emergency veto that at any time if I really want to. Heard they're releasing another update for PC. The Unity will play a bigger part now. Yes, we were just talking about that not long before you jumped in, Ancient Gamer. A-Spec has a nice little video about it. Talking about going over basically what they were discussing in the dev diary that released this week. And yeah, it does seem pretty cool in the grand scheme of things, I will admit. It will be interesting to see what that comes to when that update is in fact released. It would be nice to have Unity play a much stronger role in the later portions of the game. Well, just in the game in general, really. Okay, so we've got our Interstellar Assembly under construction. It's doing things. That big where the green or red bars for enemy or you isn't always right annoys the hell out of me. That bug where the green or red bars for enemy or you... Are you referring to, like, this thing? In like, the war screen or something? Combat 1, we almost completely destroyed that whole fleet. I love it. That's what I want to see. I don't want to just, you know, defeat their fleet. I want to completely annihilate it. No on the screen in like a system under the planet name or fleet name. I gotta admit, I'm not too clear on what you're referring to, buddy, but maybe when it pops up again, you can point it out to me. Here we go. System Capital Complex, please and thank you. Where it shows fleet power? Hang on a second. Come on, zoom in. Zoom in, look at these guys. Don't freeze. Oh, you mean like the health bar? So like there's a little blue and a very... See, it was just red? Well, yeah, it was a little bit red because I moved the cursor over it. Or at least it looks like it is, but that's because the banner is turning orange with the cursor close to it. So yeah, there's a... It's tough to see, but there's the blue bar at the very top, which represents the overall shields. Yeah, when you move the cursor over it, yes. It's just indicate like the banner color changes when your cursor is close to it, indicating that if you press the A button, you'll select that. That's largely all it is. The other thing too is that those little bars, there's a very thin blue bar and a very thin kind of orangish yellow bar above the fleet, or sorry, a very thin orangish yellow bar below the fleet power number. There's a blue one above it, and there's also a green one below it again. That represents the overall like shield strength, armor hit points, and hull hit points. Or sorry, shield hit points, armor hit points, and hull hit points remaining in that fleet. That bar jumps around because every time a ship is destroyed, it's like the bar represents the total for the current ships remaining in the fleet. So if you had like a fleet of 2 battleships and they get into a fight and whatever, and like you'd see the blue bar starts going down because they start taking shield damage, and then the yellow bar starts going down when they're taking armor damage, and then the green bar goes down when they start taking hull damage. Well, how it would look is if only one of those battleships out of the 2 of them was getting shot, the blue bar would go down about halfway, and then the yellow bar would go down halfway, and then the green bar would go down halfway, and once that one battleship got destroyed, they would fill back up because the only remaining ship is one battleship that is at 100% shields, 100% health, and 100% armor, and 100% hull. I don't know why the fuck I said health. So like you see those bars jump around, it just gives you a general idea of where like the total amount of shields, armor, and hull hit points remaining for all the ships currently in the fleet. Does that make sense? Mobius, I learn something every time you play. Love Stellaris. Thanks. No problem, Turt. Thanks for coming by the stream tonight, bud. I do hope it becomes a regular thing, and we see you coming by for the Stellaris streams. But, you know, Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 7 o'clock Mountain Time, buddy. Come on out and hang out with me for a couple of hours. Okay, we have unemployment here. Damn, I have a lot of clerks on this planet. Yikes. Not a fan, but let's throw down an alloy foundry. Reactor station. We have 2 housing remaining here. And 1 unemployed pop. So let's upgrade this to an alloy nano plant, and then I want to upgrade this from a holo theater to the Galactic Stock Exchange to get those merchant jobs. Actually, will that work? Yes, that totally will work. We have 31 amenities, and our entertainers are producing 24, so yeah, we can get away with that. Let's see. We have 2 unemployed pops here on Refinery Station. Why haven't I upgraded this habitat yet? Oh, you dumb. Yep. Synthetic crystal plant. Okay, and then we need to upgrade this habitat because I got to get some more trade districts up and running.
Research
to create some more clerk jobs. Alright, are you going to get your ass whooped or what? Sure as shit hope so. Where's the fleet? There it is. Summon the fleet! Three words that other empires don't want to hear you say when you drastically overpower them. Mobilize the fleets. Alright, what are these guys doing? You are just kind of moving up there to destroy more ships for fun. Good. If I keep finding their ships and destroying them, it's going to increase their war exhaustion. And that's really all I'm trying to do here. I apologize for pausing so much, because it is taking a long time to get through a very, like, it's taking a whole stream just to get through, like, you know, maybe a decade in the game or something like that. To be fair, like, the processing, like, the game speed is quite ridiculously low, but I trust you understand what I am saying. Okay, we're good on, wow, we have way more crystals than we need all of a sudden. So let's go with a chemical plant here. We need more motes. Regular 1. Alright. Okay, unemployed specialist and -1 on how...
Research concluded.
What the hell just happened? Okay, whatever. Let's go ahead and move... Damn it! There we go. Let's move some pops to EQ. Robot. There we go. Okay. An exotic gas refinery is coming online. Let's do another foundry archaeology while we're at it, just for funsies. And... know about the Hyper Entertainment Forum. It's a lot. I do need to be producing a metric crap ton of amenities off a single building, so that's fine. More power! What are we doing here? Our technicians are completely filled out. You know, I'm thinking this should have been trading, like a more trade world. I should probably get rid of these alloy foundries. Huh. A little late for that, I think. Okay, is anybody coming to a Frere? Are they trying to travel over there? No. In a little bit, it won't matter. Wherever they come from, we can move our fleet there fucking wicked quick, because we'll have a gateway up here in the Homam system in about 2 years, and that'll be fantastic. And you know, even though we don't have a gateway up and running in Homam yet, we've got one right over here in Meritrix, which is only 2 jumps away. So yeah, we've got a gateway in Durelion, Uhueron, Belvaris Maelstrom, and a Frere, so we can move our fleets around very quickly in our territory on the defensive. So it's great. Considering I usually get to a point where it takes me 5 minutes to save a game in the late game, this is fast. Fair enough. Mobilize the planet destroyer. Give us the code to airlock. There you go. Get a Series X. No more slowdowns. Yeah. Like, can you find me one? Can you start by finding me one? Can you find one for me first, and then we'll talk about getting a Series X? Like, fuck, painful. So I will actually be buying a
research concluded.
A new computer. I'm pretty sure I did mention in previous streams that my folks gave me some cash for Christmas, and it wasn't a small amount, and I was very grateful for it. I'm going to put that towards buying a new Vin, daughter of Enim. Oh, okay. I am going to put it towards buying a new computer, because like, my current computer is... It was already old, and it was one of those like $300 pre-made ones that came with stuff on it. And it was just like, yeah, we got the sale going on. Buy this tower unit. It's only $300. Here's the specs for it. And it did what it's done what I've needed it to do since I bought it in 2013 to like start making videos and doing audio and stuff like that. But I really just fucking need a new one. That is my next major upgrade. There you go. I got so lucky I just happened to look when GameStop had them. Has to do the all access things, but I love the all access, so it's all good. Fair enough. Okay, I've got an unemployed pop here that I can resettle. Damn it! I did it again. I thought I went high enough. Need you to move you to EQ. Now, as much as I will be getting the new computer for, you know, being able to run some better video editing kind of software and stuff like that, also a bigger hard drive, I will be getting it so that I want to be able to play some games on it, but I'm not going to like transition to PC gaming or anything like that. So if you were worried about that, don't. I will still play and stream console games, or games off the console, I should say. But I'm hoping with a better computer I will be able to start familiarizing myself with programs like OBS and stuff like that as well, and just, you know, get a better stream setup, for lack of a better phrase. What do we need here? Oh, geez. Strategic resources just shot through the roof. I guess all those refineries that I queued up like a while ago finally finished construction within the last little bit. And I wasn't paying attention to see. I lost track of how many I'm actually fucking building. All good. Okay, what am I going to put here? Seriously. We're not going to have much housing on this world. So So I guess I'll just stick with refineries for now. Let's do an exotic gas refinery. Because we have a bunch of research labs that I want to be upgrading before too much longer here. I built my PC 8 years ago. I spent so much money on it, I just can't bring myself to do that again. I mean, to be fair, like, because of the improvements in computer hardware, I do believe, like, the cost of getting a good PC, you know, as you said, like 8 years ago, or even 10 years ago, the cost of getting a good quality PC back then, not only was it how do I word this? Like, I think it was just more expensive to do that because the technology required and the components required to build a quality PC were, like, not just for their time, but at the time more expensive. But you could easily spend, you know, less than $1,000 these days. Hell, even like $500. Go on some serious budget buying spree for components and stuff, and still whip up a wicked computer. Like some people that I used to watch their YouTubes and or streams or stuff like that. I've seen them whip up a good computer for like fucking nothing. The reliquary is difficult to open as it is shut tight from within by a gravitational anomaly. We just got 32,000 physics research for opening a reliquary. What? Okay, I just hit B button on something and I don't know what it was. Oops. We have 1,300 stored research. Physics research. Yeah, that's true. Although right now, maybe not. Prices are so high right now. Supply chain issues and all that. Yeah, that's also true. So, like, that's part of my problem, though, is I've been trying to save up for a better PC for... what the fuck is going on here? I have an unemployed... Okay, here we go. The final stage of the Matter Decompressor is the most mundane, but in its own way the most impressive. A vast automated array of smelters and processors break down, decompress, and separate the material of Belvar's maelstrom into useful minerals, which are decanted into an unending fleet of robotic barges to be delivered around our empire. Excellent. There we go. Matter Decompressor done. Love this megastructure. It is a good one. It is a good one. And because we have Omnifarious Acquisition active, it's only a base 2,000 minerals, but we're getting plus 43%, so it's 2,860 total. If you also activate the edict, there's got to be another one. Mining subsidies? No. There used to be another edict which gave like another plus 20% from minerals. So you could get like plus 53% from minerals. So you would get like 3,000 minerals per month from your Matter Decompressor. It was dope. Okay, new mystic visualizations. Improve energy initiative and masters teachings philosophical mindset. Holy shit, our consumer goods just went in the toilet. Wop wop. How much longer for our other edicts, I wonder, like our Unity ambitions. 2339. Okay, we can't wait 3 years, so let's go ahead and mystic visualization, improved energy initiative, and philosophical mindset. Yeah, sure. Is there something else that we can do, I wonder? Doubt it. Oh, recycling campaign. Yes. Reductions in pop consumer goods use. That's what I want.
Research concluded.
Very good. And crypto mining? Crypto mining has killed my enthusiasm for PC gaming. What do you mean? What do you mean by crypto mining? I'll have to elaborate because I'm very ignorant on this stuff. Good to see you again, Moby. Left console recently, moved to PC. What style of playthrough is this? One government and civics and so on. Mining subsidies, yeah. Stock and Dawkins. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Hope you're doing good. So this, they use graphics cards to mine for the crypto. Like your cryptocurrency stuff? What the hell did I go to contacts for? Sorry, I meant to go to government. So Dawkins, what this actually was is a one system challenge. So if you notice, we have 19 planets, but they're all in the Meritrix system because I made good use of this star system, buddy. It was a trinary system, I do believe, or just a binary. Nope, trinary. One sec. Sorry, I had a big sneeze. Okay, there we go. So yeah, we started with void dwellers, and we were in a trinary system, obviously, with several planets. So not only was I making use of constructing a bunch of habitats in our star system, but I also did the horizon signal, which turned a bunch of our planets into habitable tomb worlds. And at the behest of one of my viewers who reminded me that these sons of bitches get tomb world preference, I allowed some racket pops to from one of the caravaneers. I allowed some racket pops into my empire, and with the racket pops, I started colonizing those tomb worlds. So yeah, we have a bunch of habitats and several tomb worlds that are colonized in our home system. All of our colonies are in our home system. I was not allowed to colonize any habitable worlds outside our home system. I was not allowed to build any habitats or ring worlds outside our home system. So yeah, it's actually working out pretty well. Considering, I'll put things into perspective. Considering that we are like top dog in the galactic community by like 20,000 diplomatic weight. We have 3 very powerful fleets. We're probably not. It probably says we're only like equivalent to most people in the galaxy. But like there's other people that compared to us, they're overall like inferior or pathetic, and a lot of them have significantly weaker fleet power. Like we're doing incredibly well for just having a single star system with colonies in it. You know, having that high diplomatic weight is actually a really good sign. Our economy is very strong. We could use more alloys, and there are things fluctuating, like our energy credits and consumer goods have been fluctuating. Our food was a problem several streams ago, but we've been steadily improving our alloys, especially the last 2 streams. We jumped them up from like plus 200 to plus 400 in one stream, and then the previous stream we jumped it up all the way to plus 700 per month, even though we built like 2 more fleets. It was pretty sick. Perfect was meant to be nice, good year 2. What's the end game? I caught this first episode set up on YouTube, actually my favorite run. Tech meritocracy for the win. Yep. 1,034 pops and 2330. Yep. Can't force spawn the worm anymore either on PC. Yeah, I know. That's gonna be disappointing. Let us end this charade. Oh, okay. Calling us a rival now? Alright, well, you know what? I'm going to call you a rival. Declare rivalry, bitches. So we're going to get a little bit of influence per month for declaring them our rivals now, because, yay. Let's declare these guys our rivals as well. They already hate our fucking guts, so I don't care. Remember this moment when our fleets orbit Bob. That's not going to happen. Alright, so that should jump us up to about 10 influence gained per month. And it did.
Research concluded.
Almost 11. Nice. I like it. Now, I really do need us to earn back a lot of influence, because to cash in on those favors that we got earlier, I think it's like 10 influence per favor, or maybe it's like 50. I can't remember 100%. It's a lot of influence, I'll put it that way. Yeah, that is honestly kind of too bad about the horizon signal and not being able to force it anymore. But, oh well. I do understand why they did that, though. I will admit. Because it's such a powerful Like, take the option to, Oh, motherfucker, you want to go? You got a fleet right here. All right, let's fight. Being able to do that at will, like, it's such a powerful effect. So I can understand why they changed that. Let's get another Foundry Archaeology going, shall we? Alright, we are doing great. Wow, we're doing awesome strategic resources. Excuse me. Alright, how are we doing on Bob? Okay, we have an unemployed -1 on housing. What the fuck am I going to do about that? Get rid of an enforcer. Huh. It was a bug, not a feature. Well, it wasn't really a bug either. It's just the way it was programmed, where a science ship entering a black hole system had a small % chance of triggering the horizon signal. So it was just very easily exploitable. It is, but it's the only way you could work the GM games with high end game, the old version anyway. Yeah. Yeah, exploit, exactly. Okay, what do I want to do here? Fuck. -1 housing. Seriously. Maybe I could replace the robot assembly plant with another housing building. Huh. Ooh, better idea. Replace it with... How am I going to create 2 jobs? I need to create 2 jobs, 2 more jobs than what I already have. I have an idea. Alright, I figured it out. Okay, so replace this with an embassy complex and then upgrade one of these to a civilian replica complex. That'll work. And I can resettle the unemployed ruler here. Is there somewhere where I'm building a galactic stock exchange? Not yet. I can redeploy that ruler to refinery station because that is a habitat that's upgrading. Okay, I got it figured out. This will work. It might not make 100% sense right now, but I will show you what I am doing in just a moment. Okay, so with the 3 unemployed pops, we had -1 housing going on, and I really don't want to dick around and try to fix that housing issue. So instead, I'm going to get rid of the robot assembly plant, which will remove 1 job and give us a 3rd unemployed pop, and then by upgrading one of these civilian fabricators to a civilian replica complex, that will create 3 more specialist jobs, and all 3 unemployed pops will now have jobs. I'm removing the enforcer job, of course. There's only 10% crime, so that's acceptable. So the currently unemployed enforcer will become an artisan. The currently unemployed worker will become an artisan, and the used to be roboticist will become an artificer. Or artisan. Why the hell did I say artificer? I'm fucking thinking D&D for some stupid reason. Different game, Moby, different game. Alright, we have 2 unemployed pops and -1 housing. Why? Okay, well, I'm going to just let one of these guys be demoted to a worker. Go work in the fucking mines, you lazy bastard. Alright, now we get... let's unpause this. I keep pausing to do stuff. Sorry, that's habit. It just worked. Yep. Is it done already, or what patch did it come in? Does anyone know? What was done? Like, we're still on version 2.8.3, if that's what you're asking. There you go. Fuck up that fleet. You can't get away because they're attacking the starbase. Wouldn't mind a fantasy 4X game. I mean, like, the older Age of Wonders are... Age of Wonders in general is a 4X game, but, like, the older games are fantasy themed. So, like, Age of Wonders 2, Age of Wonders 3, etc., etc., etc. Really, it was just Planetfall that was science fiction themed. Okay, bubbles. We have one unemployed. Okay, yeah, we're just letting you get demoted and... Ooh. We have 3 housing and 1 unemployed pop. Huh. Okay, what am I going to do about that? I don't know. How the hell... I swear I calculated that better, but whatever. Still have 13 rare crystals coming in. This translucer is pretty... Oh my god. Why does it say 4 if he's only producing 3.1? Whatever. So with a couple buildings being constructed, that will eat up more crystals. And take this back, we'll have about 7 crystals left, so I think I can get rid of this synthetic crystal plant, change it to a galactic stock exchange, give us a couple merchant jobs. And... will that work, though? We lose the translucer, and this unemployed pop become merchants. And we will still have 3 housing, so I can upgrade this to an alloy nano plant. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Where's my 6X game? Explore, expand, exploit, exhaust, exterminate, exhume. Play Necroids. No. You need... What you need is a 9X game. Eh? Explore, expand, exploit, exterminate, exhaust, exhume, exfoliate. What else? Excommunicate. And... fuck. I'm drawing a blank. I had like 3 words. Examine. There you go. Introducing the world's first 9X game, where you can explore, expand, exploit, exterminate, exhaust, exhume, exfoliate, examine, and something else that I've already fucking forgot. There's so many mechanics to this game, you'll think it's a Bethesda 4X. It just works. All these unemployed people, they're just like, man, I need a job. And it's like, hey, there's a big fucking Acominopolis over there that you can live on and work in the foundries for the rest of your life. Do that. We always need more alloys. See, the thing is, even when you up your monthly alloys, and it's like, this will cause a building slot to go away. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, no. Oh, no. That is a problem. I think I'm going to have to replace this chemical plant with a luxury housing.
Research concluded.
Housing building, yeah. Get more housing here so that we can upgrade some of these research complexes. Yeah. I'll have to get some more chemical plants somewhere down somewhere else. 10X! If you thought 9X was crazy, well, we now have a 10X game. What's the 10th X, you ask? Extreme! For extreme strategy! There we go. Gateway constructed in the home am system. I am not worried about our defenses anymore. So long as we keep a fleet back in one of these like choke point systems or somewhere where there's a gateway, we'll be able to reposition them instantaneously or nigh instantaneously anywhere in our territory to defend it from aggressors, which is beautiful. Okay, so I totally forgot about these guys and the fact that they need to like do something. So Gene Warriors. What the hell? Come on. I'm gonna just tell you to go over here. And the transports need to invade this planet, which has no armies defending it. That's brilliant. I love it. Easiest invasion ever. Woohoo! Interstellar Assembly, Console Ring. Beautiful. The second stage of the Interstellar Assembly, the Console Ring, is now complete. This inner circle will house most of our diplomatic staff going forward. Excellent. And now let's upgrade this again. So this gives us plus 30% diplomatic weight, one more envoy, and we should be getting an opinion modifier once that section is done. Well, that was the easiest invasion ever, wasn't it? Alright, transports, continue following these guys. The Lock Archivists. Huh. Okay. They are no longer closing their borders to me. Crazy. I'm okay with that. Alright, these guys are at 86% war exhaustion. What's it going to take to get them to 100%? The Interstellar Assembly, our last great hope for peace. Yep. There's really nothing I could do aside from try to catch these guys in their try to catch these guys' fleets exposed where I can destroy them, because they're getting absolutely shit on. The Mandasura Hive is controlling several of the systems. The Aramathic Council or Covenant, excuse me, the Aramathic Covenant is controlling a bunch of their systems, and I'm waltzing through doing the exact same damn thing. So, oh yeah, they got a shitload of territory up here too. How do I get there? It's got to be one of those worms. It's got to be that fucking wormhole. Where does it go? Where does the wormhole go? We want to know. Where does the wormhole go? We want to know. I need a science ship. Alright, I'm just going to construct one. Fuck it. Meritrix Station. And Shipyard. Let's do a brand new science ship. Takes 23 days to build one. Beautiful. Recruit new leader, and let's do. I like that. This is a really good, potent combination for somebody scouting the galaxy. Meticulous is always really nice for scanning stuff, like surveying, because you get that increased anomaly discovery chance. But on the flip side, this just looks too cool. Roamer and Psychic, both giving plus 25% survey speed. Can you imagine getting a leader like this in the early parts of the game when you're still exploring the galaxy? A leader that has plus 50% survey speed just from their traits? That'd be pretty cool. Alright, Relentless Star Hunters, did you just beat the shit out of that fleet of whatever? Get them! Get them! Heat recyclers 10 done. Okay, let's grab matter compression. Bam! Those guys are toast. Outpost. We destroyed those ships. And we destroyed those ships. Very good. That's what I want to see. Moby happy. Alright, now I need you to go to this location. That wormhole's got to connect to their northern parts of their territory, so I need to explore the wormhole and send a fleet through. Start beating the crap out of them. Because I'm pretty sure that's how they got to these parts of the galaxy. Isn't their homeworld way up here somewhere? I don't... Oh yeah, here it is. Kraxville. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, they started there. They used that wormhole to get to the southern parts of the galaxy. I totally forgot about that. I legit thought their homeworld was somewhere down here right next to us. But, shows what I know. Lock Archivists declared war on Kraxroz Enlightened Kingdom. Man, these guys are just getting absolutely shit on. Vitresius Corporation declared on Polysimus Common. Okay. Cool story. Oh. Somebody just got crapped on. So this is gonna sound like frickin' blasphemy, but I have actually never seen Babylon 5. Like, not the full series. I watched like maybe 2 episodes when I was young, but when it was on, I was really young. You have to understand that. And I didn't understand it. I had no fucking clue what was going on. Dear God, I know! I know! Believe me, I get it. I'd like to see it, but it's not been on... Which streaming service is it on again? I've been thinking about getting another streaming service, and I was leaning towards... like, because I'm in Canada, right? So I don't have... Like, I don't have... HBO Max is not here, for example. I can't just get, like, HBO Max or some crap to go watch Game of Thrones or whatever. I was thinking about whatever has, or sorry, gives access to the HBO shows, though, because I believe it's Crave. I'm pretty sure they have the WB animated shows. Explore that natural wormhole, please. What's next? You haven't seen Stargate? Oh, come on. I've seen... Okay. I've seen all of Stargate SG-1. All right? I will say that. Atlantis, no. SG-1 was on Better to Buy the DVDs. Yeah, probably. Then I can watch it whenever. SG-1 was on Netflix many, many years ago. When I saw that, whatever series I was watching at the time, I fucking binged it like wicked quick because I wanted to finish it and watch Stargate. And I watched Stargate from start to finish once over the course of, you know, the better, like many months over the course of a year. And then it was like a couple years after that, I was like, you know what? I want to watch Stargate SG-1 again. I haven't seen it in several years. And it was like, because I just rewatched Farscape for like the 6th time or some crap. And I was like, you know what? I want to see Stargate SG-1 again. And I'm not joking. I was exactly halfway through Stargate SG-1 a second time when it got removed from Netflix. And I was like, God damn it. I was not a happy camper that day. I would like to see all of Stargate Atlantis. I know it's only 5 seasons. Looks like you'd need a VPN to watch Babylon 5 so you can do HBO Max. It's possible. Atlantis was good. Yeah, Atlantis was hit or miss for a lot of people. I caught a few episodes on television over the years. I liked what I saw so far. And isn't Atlantis like the first big breakout role for Jason Momoa? The few episodes I saw with him in it, I thought he was pretty badass. What's another sci-fi show that I didn't really watch? Gene Roddenberry's Andromeda. That's another one. Didn't really get into it. I did watch it here and there, but I didn't understand what was going on. It didn't make any fucking sense. It was entertaining. Before he became a hairy beast. Okay, we have 1 unemployed pop and -1 housing. I don't need to upgrade this Paradise Dome, I don't think, because I have no more buildings to upgrade to create more jobs. So that works out perfectly, sort of. Let's go ahead and rename this. I'll bet you Jason Momoa is like one of those famous guys that you could like easily have a beer with, you know? Like he wouldn't look down on you because you're a fucking peasant that works in a 9-to-5 full-time job or some bullshit like that, you know? I liked Atlantis. Yeah,
Research
fair.
concluded.
You know, the thing I liked more about Atlantis than SG-1, and this is a really stupid thing to compare it to, but the opening theme. I liked that more about about Stargate Atlantis than SG-1. Minor, pointless thing to mention, really, but, you know, whatever. I said it. Him and Joe Mananagello. Screw using a VPN.
Concluded.
Physical media is king. Yeah, I gotta admit, like, you just reminded me that my best friend's fucking ex still has all my Battlestar Galactica DVDs, and she said she was gonna bring them over like a couple years ago. She was like, I'll bring them over and drop them off at your doorstep. I don't want to come inside because of the virus and this, that, and the other thing. It's like, okay, well, I mean, you're being a little paranoid, but okay. Fair enough. I will not argue with you. And she's like, yeah, I'll be over. She called me and she was like, I'm going to the Mexican food store in the area sometime this month or some crap. And it was like May. And, you know, she never fucking did. So she's still got my Battlestar Galactica's DVDs. There it is. The wormhole in Drisk has been explored. Repeal cooperative research channels. No, fuck you. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do it. How much influence do we have? You know what I should have done is I should have checked how much influence it costs to call in a favor. Fuck. I'll give it a few more months to build up more influence. I really should do it at 1,000 influence just to be on the super safe side, but okay, select this military fleet. And it's time to go all super stompy and beat the shit out of these guys on their home turf. Over there you go. Alright, now let's get these fleets to make their way back to the wormhole as well. That's going to be a long trip. Oh yeah, they have a citadel here too. Huh. Oh my god, 7.7k? What the hell's on this thing? Devastator torpedoes. What fucking modules did they put on this, I wonder? Weird. Alright, here we go. This war is taking a long ass time, I must say. When did it start? Does it mention anything about when it started? No. Not that I can tell. Settle status quo? No, we're not doing that. Status quo is for wussies. Yeah, there's no dates. There's no date timestamps or anything like that. Curious. That's too bad. There's only about 10 minutes left in the stream. I really wish I would have more time because things are things are really starting to heat up here. Because we've just been beating the crap out of these guys all over the place. And like everybody's crapping on them. There's 3 other empires at war with them, I think. Alright, we got 34,000 alloys. How much to... Ooh. 1 fleet needs to be reinforced with 3 ships. Which one is it? The Swift Star Hunters, and they are currently... Oh, they went through the wormhole. Okay, so not reinforcing that. Let's create a new fleet. We're going to add a ship design. Let's go with the Corvette, Destroyer, Cruiser, and Battleship. So we'll start with the Battleship. We'll do about 14, maybe 12 cruisers, and then we'll do... Yeah, let's make it like 16 battleships. That's better. And then the rest will be Corvettes. Why no Titans? I don't know. Reasons. Don't ask difficult questions. I don't have answers. 32,000. Is that going to reinforce everything? Oh yeah, that will. Holy shit. Okay, cool. Good. Reinforce. Watch how fast this fucking fleet gets built. Like 20 days for a Corvette. Let's find a new admiral while we're at it. Let's get you to return. Need a new admiral. Recruit new leader. Scout, psychic. Ooh, engineer. Yes, please.
Receiving transmission.
Receiving transmission. Ooh, the Stellar Union wants to give us Federation Association status. The Stellar Entente. Who is part of the Stellar Entente? I'm curious. Let's take a look here. Stellar Union. The Policeman's Commonwealth. Oh, you guys are like way the fuck up there. Okay, whatever. These guys are independent. Who? There, I swear to God, there was a second federation somewhere. Can't remember now who was in it. Maybe I'm just on drugs. Okay, well, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's do it. We're going to be associates. After a long and fruitful cooperation, we are pleased to finally offer the Empire Piss association status with the Stellar Entente. Of course you're agreeing to that, because you're both inferior to me. Oh, these guys are pathetic compared to me. Wow, that's pretty brutal. Anyways, maybe I should just go on, like, Amazon or something and get the DVDs for Babylon 5. I don't really like shopping on Amazon. It's not like Jeff Bezos needs my money. That's another fleet fully destroyed. 93% fleet power. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Concluded.
Research concluded. Matter compression. Let's go next with synapse interceptors. Leaping Star Hunters. Huh. Interesting. Interesting fleet name. All right. I called it. We broke 900 alloys this stream. I like it. Of course, that will go down whenever you build up a bunch of monthly alloy production, and then it's like, yeah, I got lots of monthly alloys. Now I can, and in doing so, in that time that it took to build up all that monthly alloy production, I also have a lot of alloys stockpiled. So let's build some fleets. You do that, and the upkeep of those fleets drags the monthly alloys production back down, and it's like, oh. Maybe it's not as good as I thought it was. Admiral Sag, son of Bick, has gained the aggressive trait. What's this guy got? Oh, engineer, psychic, and aggressive. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good fucking admiral, I must say. Alright, move into this system, please. I want you to blow shit up. I think we mentioned this before, but it's being remade, and J. Michael, the creator, is still part of it. Yes, you did mention that. For Babylon 5? You did mention that. He's going to do things he initially wanted to do but couldn't because of network interference and cast issues. Is there going... I wonder if there's going to be like more CGI shit because technology is, for visual effects and whatnot, is significantly more advanced these days compared to... When the hell was Babylon 5? Like 30 years ago? Oh hell yeah, it's so bad. Well, I mean, the same could be said for shows from back then. You know, in the late 80s, early 90s, really. Like the visual effects for... You want a research agreement? Here at Stellar Union, we consistently deliver more for less, and today we would like to offer you a deal you simply cannot refuse. A commercial pact with us. I thought it was a research agreement, sorry. Let's hope he doesn't pull a Lucas. Yeah. I mean, like, the visual effects for Star Trek Next Generation definitely do not look that great in this day and age. They're still passable, though. I think what helped with that, though, is that, you know, shows like shows like Star Trek and movies like Star Wars used practical effects. A lot of practical effects. I think that's part of the reason why they still hold up to this day. The issue is Lucas is a narcissist and insane. I still like practical effects. Practical effects look so fucking cool. There's so much cool work that goes into practical effects. %, war exhaustion. We're close. All it would take is like one decent space battle probably, but I don't think these guys have any fleets big enough anymore. Okay, I have a lot of resettling to do because there is unemployment and housing problems everywhere. How is it we're at -1 housing again? Fuck off. Grand Embassy Complex. Give us some more. Oh shit, that's right. I have some envoys available. Guess what I'm gonna do? So let's check out diplomatic weight. I just assigned 2 more envoys to the galactic community, and boom. From 80,000 to 86,000 to 87,000. I love it. This is great. This is the part of the game where things just fucking absolutely take off for us and we literally become the Senate. I mean, Jurassic Park is still amazing. Fuck, dude, Jurassic Park, yes, that's still one of my favorite movies. I actually rewatched it again just a couple months ago. It's still on Netflix. Love that movie. Even though I've seen it like 200 times because I watched it over and over and over and over when I was a kid. Even when I wasn't in my dinosaur phase anymore. Still watch the crap out of it. Love that movie. Alright, Paradise Dome. And then we're going to figure out how the hell to get these people employed. Look at all the building slots we have here. Wonder what we're going to do with them. We need more chemical plants. So let's go ahead and do 2 more chemical plants. And 1 more crystal plant. Where the hell is it? They're always near the bottom. Like so. And, it's tempting to do a galactic stock exchange, or, well, sorry, a holo theater. And then upgrade it so that we just get 5 entertainers. But I'm leaning, and then I'm like, well, merchants would be more useful for the entire empire. But then I'm like, well, the thing is, though, that the Galactic Stock Exchange only gives 2 merchant jobs, whereas if I did the New Mystic Shrine, it would be 2 merchant and 2 priest jobs. And that would be a lot more overall amenities being produced. Alright, refinery station, you have a lot of unemployment. That is a problem. Okay, let's activate 2 trade districts. And then we'll throw down another refinery. I'll just do an exotic gas refinery because we have a few chemical plants under construction. And then from there, I can upgrade you again. And I'll probably have to be at least 1 more habitation district on that station. Okay, unlimited power, generator world. Let's open up your clerk's jobs. And Tesla coil. You have a lot of housing available. I did research labs. I'm kind of second guessing myself on building all these research labs. But I think it'll pay off. Alright, we can upgrade 2 of these because we have a bunch of clerks. Oh shit! I am horribly negative on energy credits all of a sudden. What the fuck? Oh, you know what? It's probably because we built out a whole new fleet. Whoopsie. That's okay. We can resolve that. Let me see here. Will to power, absolutely. A grand fleet, omnifarious acquisition, hearts and minds, don't care. Architectural renaissance, fortress proclamation. Now, I know I haven't really been making use of this fortress proclamation lately, but it's nice to have active for when it's like, you know what, we can build some defensive platforms, or you know what, we can upgrade some star bases. Desperate Measures is always nice, and of course Scientific Revolution. Reactivate those, and then we'll just leave it be. 98%. 98% war exhaustion. Ooh, hello. Is somebody approaching? You've encountered hostiles in Drisk. Run the fuck away. Good thing I have a fleet on the way, eh? Alright, so it has been 2 hours, and I really need to log off because I got people coming over tomorrow. Gonna play some board games, so I need to skedaddle on out of here and get to bed at a reasonable time tonight. However, I want to move this fleet into Kraxroz and see if by destroying all these damn ships in here, whatever they are, we will create enough war exhaustion where they'll just be like, okay, we're at 100% war exhaustion, we should just give up. Oh my god, they have a planet named Signor. It's brilliant. Alright, here we go. We jumped into the system, and we're already attacking their fleet. We're going to beat the shit out of them, no problem. And... ooh. There it goes. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Anything else? There we go. 100% war exhaustion. I like it. Yeah, so this is going to be tough. But if we keep the war exhaustion at 100%, I do believe they are forced to surrender after a while. I can't remember how long it is. Gotta double check that. Gotta double check those war mechanics.
Research concluded.
Alright, perfect. Now we're gonna just have a fleet in orbit of their homeworld. Bomb the shit out of it if you want, I don't care. They made a comment about us declaring them rivals, and they're like, you'll think twice about this when we have our fleets in orbit over Bob. And guess what? Our fleet is in orbit of Kraxroz. Fuckers. Okay, I'm going to save the game here. This has been a pretty interesting stream. Too much pausing and talking, I apologize. So not a hell of a lot of time has passed, but, you know, a huge 1 year. That's what I thought it was. Okay, thanks Fireforge. Appreciate it. Yeah. A huge amount of the fun that I get from these streams is from interacting with you guys in chat, and you guys have been absolutely stellar in showing up pretty much every night to hang out with me. I greatly appreciate that. Alright, so yeah, that's it for tonight. We'll be back. Next week will be the last 2 streams with this particular playthrough, because as I said, I started about 2 years ago, where the stream games would only go for 10 as chapters, as I call them, each one stream being a full chapter, 1 2-hour to 3-hour stream being a full chapter. So yeah, next week will be the last time we stream, the last times, excuse me, we stream the one system challenge. I think it has gone absolutely fantastic, making use of both the Void Dweller's origin as well as the Horizon Signal event chain, and it's paid off amazingly well. Can you imagine how powerful our empire would be if I wasn't doing a one system challenge? Like if I was colonizing those other habitable worlds and terraforming other worlds in our territory, building even more habitats. Yeah, like we would see even bigger production numbers and stronger diplomatic weight of the galactic community. It'd be amazing. You too, Fireforge. We'll see you later, Neomanic. So yeah, huge thank you to those of you who came by to hang out with me live tonight. Orsic Fireforge, Emperor Badger, Iron Death, Neomanic, Mr. Simsaru, Big John, King Ant Baru, and Ancient Gamer. Who else came by? I feel like I'm missing somebody. Turt173, good to see you. Hope to see you for future streams, bud. Dawkins, good to see you again, man. It's been a while. Thanks for coming by tonight. And yeah, I think that's everybody. So y'all have a great weekend. We'll be back on Monday with more No Man's Sky. That's another game that's actually going pretty well for us so far. And we will continue the One System Challenge on Tuesday, January 18th. So it'd be great to see you there. Those of you watching this in the future on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, do give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below what you think of our One System Challenge. If the big reason that to our success is because of, location and luck, spawning in the galaxy and getting really good systems under our control. Or if you think it's partially because Void Dwellers is just a powerful origin. Whatever's on your mind, leave a comment down below. And if you want to stay up to date with my Stellaris Console Edition content or my live streams in general, click the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you're notified whenever a new video goes live. Don't forget to check out the links in the description below. You'll find one for the official Stellaris Discord, where you can become part of the greater Stellaris community. There is a big section for us Console Edition players to talk about the game amongst each other, ask questions, discuss strategies, and even set up multiplayer matches. So maybe I'll see you there. You'll also find links to my own personal stuff, for example, my Twitch channel, which I streamed this off of. I am currently streaming Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So come on over and hang out with me for a couple hours one of those evenings. There's a link to my Twitter feed as well. Give me a follow there so you're informed and up to date on important announcements. And last but not least, there is a link to my own personal Discord for fans of my content to freely join. If you want a place to chat with other people who watch my stuff, or you'd like a way to be able to communicate with me on a nearly daily basis, that's the place to be. We're actually really close to 200 members. Big John, who came by the stream tonight, was our 197th. So do join that Discord. It'd be really cool to hit 200 members. That has been something I've been keeping an eye on for quite a long time. So let's see if we can make that happen. That's it for me tonight. It's been a pretty fun week with the streams. Lots of you turning out, and some pretty cool stuff happening in both games that I'm currently streaming. So yeah, next week should prove to be even more interesting, finishing off the One System Challenge. So yeah, hope to see you there. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll see you again on Monday. Take care.